The additions to Esther. This text consists of 6 significant expansions to the canonical Book of Esther, totaling 107 verses. These additions, labeled as chapters A through F, were integrated to provide a more overtly religious and spiritual dimension to the narrative. They include detailed accounts of Mordecai's prophetic dreams, the formal prayers of both Mordecai and Esther, the text of the Royal Edicts, and a theological interpretation of the story's conclusion. The main idea of the additions is to demonstrate that the deliverance of the people was not a result of mere political maneuvering or luck, but a direct response to fervent prayer and divine intervention. The core takeaway is the Sion sanctuary of the mind, the necessity of maintaining internal holiness and spiritual alignment even when operating within a hostile, high-pressure political system like the Persian 66 matrix. Back then, the application was to provide a liturgical and theological framework for a people living in the diaspora. The canonical version of Esther notably lacks any direct mention of God. The additions corrected this by showing the pure record of the event. For the ancient audience, Esther's prayer, where she expresses her loathing for the sign of her high estate, her royal crown, and her refusal to eat at the king's table, served as a high-frequency instruction set on how to remain in the world but not of it. It taught them that true authority in the spiritual tribunal is found in humility and devotion, not just earthly titles. Today, the application is a masterclass in high-frequency diplomacy. It highlights the power of the inner closet, the private spiritual work that must precede public action. In an era of 2026 where many feel trapped by overwhelming societal edicts or systems that seem set on their destruction, these additions provide the blueprint for the 88 victory. They suggest that before one can influence the king, the external systems of power, one must first stabilize their own frequency through prayer and fasting. It is a reminder that the most effective weapon against a watcher trap is a soul that is completely surrendered to the Creator's law. The highlights include Mordecai's dream of the 2 dragons and the tiny spring that becomes a great river, symbolizing the shift from a low-frequency state of danger to a high-frequency state of total restoration. It also provides the specific jurisdictional language used by the king when he finally recognizes the children of the Most High and Most Mighty Living God and realizes that his previous edicts were manipulated by a malicious signal. Summary: the additions to Esther transform a secular political thriller into a profound spiritual testament. They document the dream that foretold the conflict, the royal letters that threatened the people, the desperate and beautiful prayers for help, and the final interpretation that attributes the entire victory to the hand of God, proving that the covenant is the only law that truly stands. Check the comments for 100% free resources and join our school community. Like, share, subscribe, and let your light shine.